Hope everyone's having a great day, evening, or night. It's BALLTMAX here again. I'm going to do a video on millimeter width comparisons. I just did a video where I went through 2 through 6 millimeter. I'm kind of going to do a new series where I'm going just from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. Reason why is because that's the biggest reason why I've used YouTube. When I search for certain products that I want to buy, I'll go, Franco 3 millimeter versus a 4, or Miami Cuban 7 versus 8, etc. like that. So I figured it'd be good just to focus on 2 different millimeters and compare them. I figured that would help people out and would make for decent content. That, like I said, that is a big reason why I've used YouTube in the past when buying certain chains or bracelets, whether it be gold or silver. So in today's video, we're going to do 4 versus 5 millimeter. I'm going to show different gold and silver chains, different styles, and we'll compare the 4 versus the 5. My favorite millimeter widths are like 3 to 6 millimeter. For most chains, Miami Cuban links, it's a little different. I like some larger than that, but we'll save that for another video. Before I get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all as always. So let's see the difference between 4 and 5 millimeter widths when it comes to gold and silver chains. Okay guys, we got the chains I'm going to use in this video right here for the first row. So I got the smaller millimeter on the bottom, the larger on the top, if you can't notice that already. We got diamond cut ropes, we got Miami Cuban link. I don't have a 4 millimeter Miami Cuban link, but I do have a Cuban curb link, so I'll use that in the comparison. We got a 4 millimeter wheat and 5 millimeter wheat. Actually, this measures more around 5.5 millimeter. Then we got the diamond cut silver rope chain, and then we got the sparkle ice rope on top. So I'll show you here. First with the diamond cut 10 karat, these are. There's the difference. Now with diamond cut rope chains, usually they are not the millimeter they sell them as. I wish they would. Seems some companies do though, like Saints Gold. So far every rope I've gotten for them has measured or been slightly larger. But this is more like 3.75, and then this is more like 4.5 millimeter. But that is the difference though between the 4 and 5 millimeter. Put it on the wrist here. Give you that profile as well. These are plated 14 karat pieces. They look like 22 or 14. 14 karat looks more like this 10 karat here. So, but as you can see, there is a difference, quite a bit. And I figured it's good to know what size you're wanting. 4 is kind of small for a rope bracelet, but 5 or 6 is, for me, a good size. Alright, so that is the difference between the 4 and 5 millimeter rope. Let's go to the 4 and 5 millimeter silver one. Oh, because they are slightly different. This measures more around 4.8. This one's about 3.75. This 5 millimeter has been a pain in the ass to clean. 4 millimeter not so much, or the 6 millimeter I have. Let me just throw that in real quick, a little bonus, so you can see the 4, 5. There's the 4, 5, and 6 when it comes to silver. It's really hard to get the inside of these rope chains when you clean them. I'll show you though on the wrist here. So like I said, that 6 millimeter has quite a bit more presence than the 4 and the 5. Definitely, for me, I prefer the 6 millimeter when it comes to a bracelet. But for a chain, 4 and 5 millimeters, a good width. So there's the difference for the diamond cut rope chain. For, you know, we did the gold and the silver. We'll go to the Miami Cuban link. I wish I had a 4 millimeter to go with it, but we're just gonna use this Cuban curb link, flat curb link. Not as much of a difference as I would say is with the diamond cut rope. There is though, but not as much as, you know, you would think. They're pretty similar. If I had it in a chain, you know, the 4 millimeter Miami Cuban link, you know, it wouldn't be too big of a difference. It's kind of strange how that works, but see, I mean, not much as far as width goes, you know. So there's the 4 and the 5. Comes the Miami Cuban link. Let's move on to one of my favorites, the wheat chain. Love this thing. Use it in a lot of my videos. It's beautiful. Now this 5 is more like 5.5. When I bought it, it was 5 millimeters. And then I don't know if they saw my video or they measured it, but I measured it and it was 5.5 millimeters. So they started selling it as 5.5. I just cleaned these two, man. They're looking good. Beautiful. Let's look at that on the wrist. They sell these as bracelets too. Very affordable chain. I think it's semi-hollow. But look how much that thing's shining, guys. 4 millimeter, you know, is decent size for a bracelet, but the 5 millimeter, or I should say 5.5 millimeter, has a way bigger presence. Definitely does. I love these, man. They're made in Turkey. They have a beautiful color to them, and highly recommended. They have diamond cuts on them too, so that's why it, you know, reflects so much light. Beautiful. Okay, that's the last one here, guys. One of my favorites is the Sparkle Ice Rope Chain. Got it from Harlem Bling. We got a 4 millimeter here and a 5 millimeter. Quite a bit difference there. This one measures, you know, between 5 and 5.5. This 4 is more around just 4. But you can see there's a difference. This one, the thing about silver chains is it seems like I'm learning some of them are hard to clean, man. You can't just throw it in a silver cleaning solution or do the baking soda method. Or it's one of my silver cleaning solutions that tarnished it and that made it very difficult to get that yellow out. Because this is like freshly cleaned. So it's kind of very disappointing. But on the wrist, there you go. There's that difference. Well, like I said, I wanted to make this video, guys, because, you know, I look on YouTube all the time looking at the difference between different millimeter widths to, you know, figure out which I want to get. So, hopefully I was able to help you guys out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. BALLTMAX out.